Hello, everybody. This is the Anime Bro here, and welcome to another episode of Anime Talk, a show where I basically ask questions about anime or manga to someone else. And today I have with me the great Astani. Is that right?
thegreataustini.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. And you want to introduce yourself? You want to say something? Some few words?
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm thegreataustini. If y'all haven't already noticed by now, I make YouTube videos on anime and VTuber topics, sometimes manga, just really any otaku related, content.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep. And if you want to check him out, link will be in the description below. And yeah, let's get into the questions. So the first question that I have for you is, what is an anime that you enjoy rewatching? Or a manga that you enjoy rereading? It doesn't really matter.
I have two different ones, one for manga and one for anime, if
Oh,
I were to say specifically.
okay.
Uh, I guess I'll start with the manga one. If I had to choose a manga that I enjoy rereading, it would either be The Way of the House Husband or Grand Blue,
Hmm.
which really are my really two most favorite manga of all time,
Yeah.
and probably the only two I've actually reread before.
Okay. Yeah.
And for The Way of the House Husband, that manga was really like something special to me because it's my first video on my channel
Hmm.
that I actually did a manga review on it.
Hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, and it's really just an easy read. Just look at it because you really don't even need to actually read it to understand it because it's
Hmm.
mainly a lot of just pictures and over exaggerated faces and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just something I just like a lot because it's not what you see in a lot of other comedy mangas because they're not how many mangas are related to a yakuza member who is a house husband,
Yeah. Yeah. Don't know any, so.
Yeah, and then with Grand Blue, it's just I don't know. It makes me laugh every time I reread it because that thing is just hilarious. Like if you haven't read it yet, definitely go check it out.
Yeah. So I have read Way of the House Husband because I thought
Mhm.
this was really interesting, and it was also really funny, like seeing how everyone reacted when he was just doing like normal stuff, like when he was going shopping. He's like, "Oh no, I forgot this," and everyone's just panicking, like, "Holy crap, what's
Yeah.
he gonna do?"
Hmm.
And it's like, wow. It is funny, but some at some point you're like, I kind of feel bad for the dude. He's just going out shopping, and this guy's like, is he gonna kill me? But yeah, it's a
Yeah,
really good.
he does. He looks intimidating.
Yeah, yeah, I enjoy that. Grand Blue, I heard of that a lot, but still, kind of, still don't have a reason to actually watch it or
Mm.
read it. So,
Well, if you're looking for a manga or anime really, that's about partying and getting drunk a lot and a lot of comedy aspects and screwing your friends over, that's probably the manga for you.
mm,
It's mainly in the description. You will see it says it's about a diving club. In no way did they do any diving in that manga.
mm, uh,
Probably three or four times.
mm. So it's just guys hanging out. Is that really what it is?
Guys hanging out but naked and drinking. Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. I can see a girl liking that, but
Oh, no, I couldn't see a girl liking that.
well, like I said, I don't know it. So honestly, this you're giving me, like, I might like it, I might not, but
It's
I'll,
it's mainly comedy, so I think you would.
okay, okay, yeah. I may give this a watch someday if I really have nothing else to do. But yeah, that's an interesting tube too. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at
Yeah.
that.
For the anime that I probably really do enjoy rewatching a lot,
Mm-hmm.
it would have to be I'm not sure if anyone has really ever heard of this anime, but it's called I actually rewatched it recently, but it's called Love Tyrant, and I can't remember the Japanese name though.
I think I've heard of that. Love Tyrant. That sounds familiar.
Mhm.
Can you?
Yeah, it's anime. It's basically, huh?
Oh, I was about to say, can you describe it to me? Maybe I would know.
Oh yeah. It's an anime. It's basically a harem anime,
Hmm.
but it's about this guy who just goes on about his normal day, Seiji. and then he meets a Cupid, who then writes his name in the kiss note,
Oh
which
yeah,
is
yeah,
basically
okay,
like a
yeah,
play on the death
I
note. You
actually
know?
I know this. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've actually
Yeah,
seen this.
and whoever's two names are written in the kiss note with an X cross between it, it's they're bound to get together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And I've always found that like that was like probably like one of the first anime I actually like watched, I think. And then it was I just found it like really hilarious too.
yeah,
Because like I knew it was referencing Death Note
yeah,
before watching Death Note. I was like, oh, this is actually pretty funny.
yeah, yeah. I also agree. I watched that before. I really enjoyed it. It is a bit funny, but the thing is, like, if I thought of it, I kind of think of it like if this was real, like the world would probably be messed up because it's like this person's just making people fall in love with each other, and like
Oh yeah.
that can cause a lot of problems.
Hey man, they have the yaoi, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm there for.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
No, yeah, I do find it funny how the Cupid actually just like casually tries to go out of her way to make two guys fall in love with each other. I think that's kind of funny.
yeah, yeah. Which is basically what would happen if that thing did exist, because it's like I'll just make all
Yeah.
my ships happen.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's too powerful. It's too powerful. You know.
Honestly, yeah, just like the Death Note, too powerful.
Yeah. But honestly, I think I would rather have death than be forced to love someone else. But yeah,
Hey man.
yeah. This got really dark, but let's move on to question number 2.
All right, yeah.
So, question number 2 is there any guilty pleasure? Do you have a guilty pleasure?
Jesus Christ, man. You're at. I was about to say, if anyone goes check out my channel right now, you can see all my guilty pleasures that I probably watched.
Yeah, yeah.
But I have many, cause yeah, I'm kind of known for watching really edgy or harem shows or talking about them. Really,
Mm,
I've seen quite a few.
yeah.
Honestly, like probably like anyone's like guilty pleasure watch would be like High School DxD or like what's it called? A like Date Alive,
Yeah.
which I guess is kind of edgy, but not really. There was an anime that I did review called Mother of the Goddess Dormitory, and that's like a big guilty pleasure for anyone. It's personally I was kind of like put off by it,
Mm,
but yeah, it's really an anime series about a 12-year-old boy and living with these like older, women
yeah.
that they get into these situations where you wouldn't think like a 12-year-old and a someone who's 26 or 24 like would do and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically like the one-san trope and stuff like that. And then it was like I found that kind of weird.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah.
Yeah. I actually read the manga, and to be honest, I was really surprised when I saw an anime adaptation of it. I was like, they
Hmm.
adapted that? Because
Yeah.
it was there was no way that there was other great shows, but this was like one where I was like, if there was an adaptation of something, I wouldn't even expect like this would, because it was really
Hmm.
weird. Like at the time when I was reading it, I didn't even know who the guy was only 12 years old until I reread it. I was like, holy crap, this guy was 12 years old and he's living in a dormitory with all these older women, and he's going through many like weird like, especially for a 12-year-old, this is all like why is it happening to him? But
It should have been me telling you.
well, we all are in like that. We are all like that, honestly. We wish it should have been us. But,
Exactly. And then I guess another guilty pleasure. A guilty pleasure I actually liked reading was World in Harem, the manga.
oh yeah.
Yeah. That one's a little like crazy right there.
Apparently that's a hentai, which honestly is not
Wait,
surprising.
it was classified as a hint. I did not know that. Wait,
Yeah, it
what?
was actually classified as a hentai. Well, I mean,
Bruh, no way.
yeah, yeah. Well, honestly, by reading it, I was like, yeah, there's no way. Like, it had to be a hentai, honestly, because yeah, people are doing each other.
Well, there's okay. I mean, yes. All right, I'm not gonna argue the line between what's considered ecchi and what's considered hentai, because that line's like been erased at this point.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's apparently a hentai. For those who don't know, it's about like so the world is completely like there's a virus that goes around that kills every male except for a certain few that have this gene, and basically like men become like a luxury item. So every woman wants like a man, and yeah, it's basically how it sounds. It's almost like a hentai plot. Except the
Yeah,
main,
they're trying to smash.
yeah, yeah. The difference from this and an actual hentai is the main character doesn't smash. Everyone else does, but not him. So unless later
Going for
chapters they
that.
do that, I honestly was like, yeah, this is just weird. uh,
I thought it was pretty cool, like the whole world ending aspect. Yeah, I know, like it's like I'm defending something that's like I would say it's borderline hentai, but it's probably is hentai at this point. But I honestly like the whole aspect of being the last survivor and then having to like figure out how to cure this disease. But like not even if it was just like if it eradicated all humans, I think I still would have liked it a lot more. And there's like sole survivors left
yeah,
because like they had the whole points of like cults and stuff like being
yeah.
made, and then like these politics that were just like had to be changed and stuff,
Oh,
like people were ruling over the world, like it was all females, which I thought was like that's an interesting like take on it. And so
yeah.
this is like how females probably would go about like ruling it.
Yeah. Well, I liked that part. Like that was the thing I liked about it. It was like it got into like politics and also like how people reacted. That's what I liked, but because it was basically like, Game of Thrones. Like when I say Game of
Mhm.
Thrones, what's your first thought on it?
Dragons and then tits.
Yeah, exactly. So that's not really the basis of it, but that's what people think of Game of Thrones. But and the same thing with World's End Harem now. But the fact that there is more deeper meaning into it, and there just happens to have boobs and virus stuff, it's just the fact that it's just it kind of ruins the show. And I even at to the point it kind of like when I was reading it, it was like it was forcing it down. I was like, yeah, there's obvious. This guy really just wanted to make a hentai plot. Like if he because when I was reading it, it seemed like every like 5 or 6 chapters there was always a sex scene, and like yeah, it's good like for the first time, but then over time you're like, I just want to know what happened next. I don't like need to see a guy having sex with a random girl every time.
Mhm. Yeah. You do know it was written by a girl, by the way.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I just assumed it was a guy because.
No, I did too. That's the thing. I did too. Until I figured that out, I was like, "Oh wow, that's crazy, bro."
Well, you know what? Actually, props to the girl. You know what?
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
George R. R. Martin was a guy, so it was kind of expected. But
Mm.
yeah, props to her. Props to her. But yeah, anyways, that was question number 2. Do you got any more, or is that it?
Well, I got a list if you really want to hear it all, but I don't think some of them would be good to say.
All right, we'll just end it there. We'll just end it there. But yeah. All right, so let's move on to question number 3. So question number 3. Is there an anime you're enjoying recently, like currently, or?
Oh, yeah. So recently I watched a new game, uh,
Oh,
which was it's not a new airing anime. I think
yeah,
it
yeah.
aired back in like 2014 or something like that.
It was 2016, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, yeah, I really I just finished the anime a couple of days ago, and I really enjoyed it like a lot.
Mm,
Hmm. Yeah, it was if for those of you that don't know, it's really about so there's this girl that goes to work at a gaming company right out of high school,
yeah,
and what she does is she's basically like being like a character designer for a game series that she's grown up loving for so long, ever since she was a kid.
yeah.
And she meets her hero, or the person she looks up to at who is the character designer of said game.
Yeah.
And as it like goes along, you just see her develop as like, you know, a person that design a character as a character designer, as an artist, as a person just working at a company in general. And it just, you know, it really made me like realize why I love doing the things I do,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is like, you know, editing on my channel
Yeah.
or making videos on my channel.
Yeah.
Seeing her like, you know, draw out characters and then like taking pride in what she's created,
Yeah.
taking pride in her creation, and then like seeing like her like enjoying seeing others
Yeah.
appreciate what she's done. Like I don't know, it's just like, you know, I kind of could like relate to that
Yeah.
sort of part, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So I actually have watched this. I also did a review on it. You should check that out right after this, of course. And I honestly got into it because I'm a video game guy. I really like video games, so it was really cool seeing the process of like how characters were like made and stuff, and it was it was a really cool thing that I enjoyed. And yeah, also I can also kind of relate to her. Like she had her dream was to work at this company and also work with her hero, and she's actually doing it. And I my thing isn't editing, but you know I like to talk to people because I it's not really enjoy. I don't like enjoying doing stuff on my own. I enjoy doing like these collabs and stuff because I like talking to people. I really take pride when I talk with people about stuff. And yeah, I also enjoyed it.
Mm.
But yeah, I guess that's it for this one. Unless there was another anime or manga you read or watched.
Nah, that was really the only one I've recently watched. I have not watched anime in the past month or so. So yeah.
Okay. I guess we'll move on to question number 4. So, are you part of any fandom?
Like a fandom for like a show.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like a fandom for like anime, manga, or you can even talk about VTubing if you're deep into that.
All right, everyone, just like, you know, grab a seat, get some popcorn. We're about to talk about a show called JoJo's Bizarre Adventures.
Yes, nice. Obviously.
Yeah. So I don't know if I would. I guess I would consider myself part of the JoJo fandom if I really had to say, because I love the show so much. I mean, obviously my profile picture is Josuke, so
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard not to say you know, I'm not part of the fandom, but I'm not deep within it, so to speak, if I would say that.
Yeah. It's the same thing with
Yeah,
me.
but I would say, yeah. I would say I do see a lot of like, you know, JoJo, like, you know, posts, community stuff. You know, I don't actively seek it, but like I am like, you know, I do follow some things. I do follow r slash, you know, uh what's it called on Reddit, r slash Crusaders, something like that. Oh, it's shitpost Crusaders,
Okay.
I think. I can't remember, but I do follow a couple of those, like, you know, community things, which I, you know, find hilarious because, you know, a lot about JoJo's is just the memes of it. That's just they're just hilarious.
Yeah. Obviously, we are JoJo brothers. We are part of the JoJo cult. Of course, everyone should join in. Araki is the best thing ever, and he created the best work. Obviously, it is better than anything in the world.
Yep.
And everybody should.
Man, it's not even a like a fandom anymore. It's a cult. That's
what it is. Honestly, it's a cult. You know, we're not part of the JoJo fandom. We're part of the JoJo cult. Okay, and everyone's happy.
Exactly.
Everyone's happy.
All right. Everyone except, you know, I'm not gonna spoil anything. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But yeah, we're JoJo brothers. Join the cult. That's all we have to say.
Please.
And all right, so let's get into the final question, the hardest one of all. So, what is an anime or manga that you find overrated?
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I guess my answer is to an overrated series would be probably My Hero Academia, if I had to say.
Okay.
And that's probably like, I'm pretty sure I would have a lot of people to agree with me on that one. But I still watch My Hero. I think it's an alright show. I just don't think it deserves the amount of hype that it's, like, you know, gotten, like in the recent years, especially. And I think a lot of people have come to realize that, as the seasons have gone on, My Hero Academia was just right.
Yeah.
It's mid. Nah, I'm just kidding. But I think in the beginning, My Hero was actually a really cool concept. You had superheroes. Everyone in the world had a quirk, and then you had this like superhero school.
Yeah.
That people were going to. It's like the Young Injustice series. If any of y'all have ever seen that, it's like training up superheroes really.
Yeah.
To like fight crime and stuff like that. And I thought that was actually like really cool at the beginning. And then like up to season 2 where the tournament arc happened, that was also really good.
Yeah.
Season 3 I thought was okay at start, and then like it just got a little bit downhill from there.
Yeah.
And then season 4 came along, and then I was just like, oh, it's just they're just dragging it out at this point,
Yeah.
and
Oh
yeah.
You can continue. Were you going to continue or?
Oh no, I said, and yeah, that's basically what I thought.
Okay. I also agree with you. It's overrated, but I also think it kind of doesn't deserve the hate it's getting because it seems like My Hero Academia is either a show that you absolutely love or you absolutely hate. Like I agree it's overrated, but I don't think it's the worst thing out there that people are putting in.
Same.
Because like it's a good show. I would watch like the next season if it came out, but it's not like I have to put everything down to watch it. Like I'll probably wait I'll wait until the season's out and then I'll watch it, and I would be fine with that because it's a good show. It's just it's not the best show. Oops.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that entirely. Like, I don't think it deserves all the hate it gets, especially because of probably it gets the hate it gets because of its fandom.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, I can see why, and that's also kind of like led me to like believe why why I don't like it as much as I used to because of the fandom. But I don't think the anime should be like disregarded completely because of the fandom.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, like there it's not the best, but it's still like it's still a pretty good anime. Looking at the anime alone,
Yeah. All right, and I guess that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Yeah. Any last thoughts before you actually go off?
No, but subscribe to Loot Crumb on YouTube. That's Loot Crumb. That's on youtube.com/Loot Crumb.
Yeah. I'll probably have him on here. He might say no, but let's hope. I like doing these. And yeah, and also subscribe to the thegreataustini.
Yep.
Okay, I got it right. Yeah, subscribe to him. Link will be in the description below. And also subscribe to me. I'm the Anime Bro. I do these videos, and I really do enjoy them. And I hope to make more of them. And also, I hope to be more well known so that I can get more people who, just get a whole bunch of people. And yeah, just like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, see you guys later. Peace.